once again to another 5DARPast. Despite being hunted down by the Geese Mafia, I'm still your host, Immortal Blank. And you know what? I feel like I'm winning this recap war. After I started doing this, not one duel has happened. And look, I'm still here, unbannable. Shit. And there, with the power of our sponsor, Industrial Illusions, I'm back. Thank you to, who was it? Cole something, for getting me this sponsorship. But now, duelist enthusiasts, take a set, cause there's some school life to go over. We learned that the school is willing to screw the rules if you suck up to the teachers and staff and volunteer to do work for them. Look, I know what an unpaid internship looks like, and this, for sure, is one of them. In other news, we find out that Nadia is a snitch because she went to sector security. I don't know what her reasoning was, and I don't care. The fact she did, or she's a woman. Snitches get stitches. But despite that, Caitlin wants to get a sponsorship. But that's harder than it looks, and becomes an entrepreneur, creating the White Woman Squad now with color. The Woman Squad decides to check out the car shop to see if they can get a proper sponsorship though. Now for the sausage party of Benny, Taliesin, and Gregor, they go into the woods and find a Scottish-speaking fox. That was terrible. I'm going to leave that to the professionals. It's not a spirit, and I have a feeling Taliesin is starting to regret enrolling in the school, and honestly, so would I. Though, because this is not normal, they decide to get some information. Let's see how this develops.
We would like to ask some questions, if you wouldn't mind.
Questions? Like what kind of questions?
If
I'm
you see
telling you
any,
what,
like-
I got this.
No. Have you seen some sort of goblin around?
Gobbling these nuts.
You know what? I'm going to count that as a loss for Gregor. A bit later, though, they do find the well, and Raku makes a good point as a spirit world local. Our world doesn't have a funny name, so I'm going to call it the Flesh World. No, I'm actually going to workshop that one. I'll get back to everyone later. Though she does see cards at the bottom of the well and tells Gregor to jump. Probably for a different reason, though. And because she's a hot girl, he does it. Benny shows us that if you can't save them, join them, and ends up in the well too. Leaving only Taliesin, who shows us peer pressure still works, and jumps in without arguing. Damn, Raku, out here being a total queen, with one word getting a 3-0 kill streak. But of course, they're not actually dead, but in heaven, because the well is full of fake traps. Taliesin finds a door within a crack, and oh, it's the trauma dungeon. How I've missed you. And it looks like so did Fake Person, who gives everyone a fake card, who picked up a fake trap. Despite not getting one, something tells me Kate is still winning this exchange. But because these cards are hot off the presses, and Taliesin just lost a game of hole in the wall finding the trauma dungeon, he's going to give fate a good old spin and gets the Wheel of Fortune, making the rich richer. Gregor tries his luck and with a spin, gets the Fool. Something about that just seems right to me. And I will not feel bad for saying that, because he destroyed the blank card, my card. But because he was a fool, he gets another pull, getting the Hermit. Showing peer pressure is still an effective measure, Benny takes a spin too, and gets the Emperor. While in the trauma dungeon, though, they find a wild gamble bunny, who, found out, is still waiting for the Brotherhood to give it back. You remember that meme? Good for you. I'm proud. But how sad, she's been here all this time. But at least she's offering packs, so once again, Phantom Dealer is dropped like the hot garbage. And disregarded for something new and shiny. Also, as I'm the statistics guy, I can't actually dispute Scrigger with the party having 100% good things happening when they fall in well claims. Though I'm sure this will change in the future. Back to the white woman Instagram, they meet Grody and Grace. All I can say is smile and nod and walk away. But upon finding that the card shop is closed, they have no choice but to go back and talk with them. And I'm going to say they're unofficially in the Kate harem, but hey, they know about spirits. Who knew? Totally not me, just take a look at them. Took me by surprise too. Back to the dorm, some more tea is had, and Kate's roommate scares and intrigues me all at the same time. But Kate gets a hush pack for not saying anything that she just disclosed. The rest of the party comes together, and more information about, the dorm situation is held, and no, I'm not going into any more about that. It's too complicated for me. Gem is living up to her name, being a true gem, but that woman really needs to switch to decaf. Also, now that I think about it, for something y'all are trying to keep quiet about the well and stuff, you're really not talking in a hushed tone, with buildings with walls probably the size of a sheet of paper. That Stabby McStabberson over here finds out about the Gamble Bunny living in y'all's basement. You know what? It was a short session, and I think that's all I'm getting out of this recap. I, for one, will be excited to see if they get stabbed, or I will be funding my gambling addiction through them. As always, go watch the actual episode, because it's better than my sarcastic retellings and glossing over. And from our sponsors, Industrial Illusions, remember, they're always watching.